Yes, we are.
Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins.
Welcome to the
Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for standing next.
Well, you see what I'm playing the show. 19.
Cole Stewart is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip.
So coming to the plate, Jose Vizcaíno. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Schoop can keep up the hot bat. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Cisneros is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Count now a ball and a strike. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Bounced. Bell picks it up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Jonathan Schoop.
Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Something other than a splitter, please.
Here comes another 0-2. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Javier Baez
leading off for the Twins. The
first pitch on its way. At the knees, strike 1. Guys, this game features the league's best teams that are not currently leading a division. What does this matchup mean to the overall playoff picture?
You know what, Dan? These teams are so close on paper. It's going to be execution that gets one of these teams over the hump.
I agree with you, Dior. I think one of the things, if you believe that good pitching is going to eventually stop good inning, I think whichever one of these 2 teams pitches best the remaining part of the schedule is going to be the team that comes out on top in this division.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And when you focus on the numbers, this starting pitcher leads the American League in strikeouts. When I had a big punch-out guy on the mound, I always tell myself I have to stay in. I have to stay engaged mentally in this one. I have to watch what the catcher's putting down. I have to go through my pre-pitch routine and stay on my toes, because at any moment, that big ball could be coming your way.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Tyler Austin goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Splitter swung on and missed 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Anderson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing. For first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
64.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Throws in time, and that's out number one. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Geraldo Rivera batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Robbie Hall is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Swings through for strike number two.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 0-2 once more. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Jose Vizcaíno, runner in scoring position with two gone. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. A pause and the 0-2. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
The pop. Is he sleeping? He's sleeping.
The next twin up, Jared Cisneros.
Leading
He's
off
0
for
for
the
1
Twins.
thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ooh, my boy's a score
Down
from
the
him.
left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one.
Got him.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action.
Yeah, that better
Right
do
over the splitter
something.
there. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ball game for
It's over
Minnesota.
when I get down with
That's
this
over, but low.
season.
It's a ball and a strike.
Gone. Free agent, baby.
And he misses 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number two. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Tyler Austin now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Behind 0-2 now.
I wish I could throw something else, man. Thank you.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in, Gabby Guerrero flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Up next for Minnesota, Williams Astudillo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 2-0. At the plate, Geraldo Rivera to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Tried to get him to go after 1 below the knees, but it's 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in, Robbie Hall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hall is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Ramirez is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Vizcaíno. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Hey, we have to commend them right here. 1 out away from
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. At the plate, Jared Cisneros. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 0-1 pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
The 3rd baseman, number 16.
And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jonathan Schoop becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Up next for Minnesota.
Into the box, Tyler Austin, as is swung on and missed for strike 1. Baez at second with 2 down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to target field right after this. Leading off the inning, Gabby Guerrero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. That's by him for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's set. Here it comes. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled, because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Oh, money.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Geraldo Rivera. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-2 one more time. Just hung in there on that one. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 8 full. It's the Mariners 2 and the Twins nothing. Striding in to start the ninth, Robbie Hall, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Robbie Hall.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Slap hard the opposite way. Anderson is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Ball one taken just off the inside. Here's the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Frazier is right there. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out. Standing in, Jared Cisneros. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Twins. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. 0-1 the count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Seattle took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Justin White wins for a league-high total 24th time, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the victorious Seattle Mariners, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Afternoon baseball now from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and...
Play ball.
So digging in now, Rex Ludwig. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Rex.
Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Frazier is there. And that's out number 1. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. I was talking about him earlier with some people. I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
And that's in there for strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Third, the first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
And
first pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler O'Neill. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. On the ground to first. Bell scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he sets him down swinging. Willie Adames becomes out number 2 this inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is from the stretch.
Leading off for the Rays.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1 for him.
Kiermaier.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And a splitter is over for a called 3rd strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. Into the box now, Yan Gomes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. No balls and a strike to count. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Digging in to try it again. Rex Ludwig. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Dye moves over. 1 out. One out here in the Tampa Bay fourth. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. And it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike. Wendell, a native of the state of Delaware. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The first baseman, number 22, Juan Hernandez.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Now batting, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter,
first offering on its way. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Frazier. And quickly there are 2 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Homer Munson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Throw in time, and the side is standing in Kevin Kiermaier. He'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch and the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Frazier scoops it up, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready once again, Juan Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Juan Hernandez becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball below the zone.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
First pitch is a sinker too low, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Homer Munson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Designated hitter, Homer Munson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
0-2, here it comes. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
The 1-2 is taken below the zone for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Kiermaier. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
One out, nobody on. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Anderson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill. They've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays. They trail here 4-0. Now to the plate, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The third baseman, Yandy.
First pitch on its way. Splitter swung on and missed 0-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rex Ludwig. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ramirez is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Ready now, Joey Wendell. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
The discipline has just been...
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. He makes the catch, and the Mariners have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The M's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Justin White earns his 25th win to lead the league and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 4 runs, 7 hits.
podcast on pause. I'm gonna stop it, but I'll be back.